everybody, and welcome to my review of Season 4, Episode 10 of Little Women Atlanta. If you have not seen this episode yet, this video will act like a spoiler, so you might want to watch this video later. The name of this episode is Another Bad Romance. Minnie is on the 85 South podcast alongside Money. One of the hosts asks Minnie some questions about men and dating. In the commentary, Minnie says that she has a cardiologist appointment and she doesn't know if the outcome will be good or bad. Then, she is asked by the hosts how she's doing. She tells the hosts that she's been going through some things with her health and tells them that she has congestive heart failure. She says that the right side of her heart is pumping better than the left. One of the hosts tells Minnie that she's going to beat it all. He says that they go through life and they pray and hope for the best. He says Minnie needs to be there and they need her. Then one of the hosts makes up a rap for Minnie that talks about how Minnie will get through her health problems, and then they say some funny things about how they can help Minnie in her situation. Then one of the hosts says that they will pray for Minnie, and she's going to be good. Tanya is over at Sam's apartment, and they are making salad. Sam brings up Jordan's proposal to Amanda. Tanya says that makes her think about how she and Devon have been together for the same amount of time that Amanda and Jordan have been together. She says even if she and Vaughn were to break up, they could still be friends. In the commentary, Tanya says that she and Devon have been enjoying each other's company with no pressure, but lately she's been getting comfortable with the idea of marriage. They never formally discussed it, but she's open to the idea. Sam asks Tanya what's the next step with her and Devon. She says that they've been through the good and the bad, and now they're going through the good. Tanya says that she doesn't know. She says that she's in a good place at the moment. Sam says that she's happy if Tanya's happy, but Tanya knows her. Sam asks Tanya how things are different with being in a relationship with Devon than being with Nico. Tanya says that she realized that in her relationship with Nico, she was more so trying to be something for him and prove to him that she was good enough. Tanya says that Nico wasn't helping her with her son Jaden financially, and she was taking care of everything. She says that she's never been treated great from a guy, and she didn't necessarily know what that was, and she felt like she was tested. She says that she learned from her mistakes, and she would not accept anything less from Devon. When he moved in with her, they sat down and had a talk about what they did and did not like, and if they were going to be together, they would make things work. In the commentary, Sam says that even though Tanya and Devon had their issues, she feels like he is the one for Tanya. Sam asks Tanya if she and Devon talked about marriage. Tanya says that they have talked about it, but it wasn't something that she thought about happening at the moment. She says that she told him that if they were planning on being together, why not get married? Sam asks Tanya if that's what she wants. She says that she doesn't know. Sam says as long as Tanya is happy and that's what she wants, they should tie the knot. Amanda is shown in her apartment and she is looking at wedding catalogs. Jordan walks in and asks her what she's doing. Amanda says that she's looking at wedding stuff. She says that when Jordan proposed, it was the best day of her life. Amanda says that her parents are very excited and they're already asking when they're going to have kids. Jordan says that they need to get married first. In the commentary, Amanda says that she's open to have kids, but first she wants to plan her wedding. And as much as she loves Jordan, she wants to take her time. Jordan says that he's glad that Amanda liked the proposal. Amanda says when she showed everybody the ring, she felt like her sister was hurt. Jordan says that he couldn't tell Andrea that he was going to propose to her because she could have slipped up and it wouldn't have been a surprise. Jordan asks Amanda if he thinks that Andrea is jealous. Amanda says maybe she is and maybe she isn't. She is not for sure, but she thinks her sister felt left out. Jordan says that he didn't want Andrea to feel some type of way, but he wasn't going to tell her everything. In the commentary, Amanda says that she knows her sister, and when something gets her upset, she doesn't let go of it. Amanda hopes that it doesn't become a problem. Jordan says if it becomes a problem, they will just deal with that later. In the next scene, Minnie and Sam go popcorn tasting. Sam asks Minnie how she's been doing lately since she heard that she hasn't been feeling well. In the commentary, Minnie says that she still hasn't told most of the girls about her condition because she's still having a hard time coming to terms with it herself. Minnie tells Sam that she has congestive heart failure, which means that she has fluid on her heart. She says that she didn't want to tell everyone and have them babying her and worrying about her. Minnie says she's been taking medications and she's been on a low sodium diet. Then Minnie brings up the engagement. She says that she and Sam did that. She brings up how she thinks maybe Andrea is mad at her because she felt like she was left out of the engagement. Meanwhile, Andrea and Money are at another restaurant talking about the engagement. Money asks Andrea if she's happy for her sister. Andrea says of course, and she's excited for her. She brings up how Minnie said that she went with Jordan to pick out the ring, and at that moment she saw how things were. Andrea says the only thing that was holding her back from saying something was her not wanting to ruin her sister's moment. Money says that she feels like Minnie was looking out for Amanda. Andrea says that that's a lot of BS. Sam tells Minnie that Andrea was probably upset because she wasn't involved in the engagement. Minnie says that she didn't volunteer to do that. Jordan came to her. He thought that Andrea would have spilled the beans. Money asks Andrea if she's mad at Minnie for the way she came at her, or because of the fact that she didn't tell her. Andrea says that she's mad at both facts. She says that Minnie should have convinced Jordan to let Andrea help pick out the ring. She says she guesses that Minnie wanted to be the only one. Andrea says that Minnie is not family to her and is only a friend. Money asks Andrea if Minnie isn't she and Amanda's mama bear anymore. Minnie says that she has been there for the twins ever since they moved to Atlanta. She says she knows that picking a ring is special. Andrea tells Money that ring picking for her sister is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and she knows that Amanda doesn't want to get married again. They won't be able to go back to that, and she wanted to be a part of it. Money says that Andrea needs to talk to Minnie. Sam asks Minnie if she's talked to Andrea. Minnie says that she feels like they need to have a girls' day, and on that day she can talk to Andrea about the matter. Minnie says that she's been looking online and there's a winery in North Georgia that they can go to, and they can get a party bus to take them there. Minnie says that she hopes that she and Andrea will be able to move forward. In the next scene, Juicy, Tanya, Sam, and Abira go to a detox spa. First, they go to an oxygen bar and learn how to go to their meditative state. Then, the ladies get their sweet spots steamed. The spa employee tells them that steaming will help regulate their pH balance, hormones, and estrogen levels. Juicy asks Abira how she's feeling about being with the other ladies. Abira says she feels good, and she feels like it's on the right path, and she felt like it wasn't the right decision to go on the trip to Tennessee with the ladies. Abira says it was bumpy, but they worked things out. Sam asks Tanya if she talked to Devon at all. Tanya says not yet. Juicy asks Tanya what she was going to talk to Devon about. Tanya says that she and Sam were talking about Tanya's future with Devon. Juicy asks Tanya if she's going to tell her. Tanya says no, and asks Juicy if she's trying to find out something. Juicy asks Tanya if there are some more wedding bells. Tanya tells everyone to chill out. Sam says it was just a little discussion. Juicy says she wants to be part of the discussion too. Tanya says when something needs to be discussed, it will be discussed, but at the moment, the future awaits. Juicy is so nosy, man. Amanda is visiting Andrea at her house, and they are talking about Amanda's proposal. Amanda brings up how she didn't know that Jordan was going to propose to her out in the woods, and she mentions how she didn't have any eyelashes on and wasn't dressed fancy for the occasion. Andrea says, yeah, Amanda was looking rough, but it's okay. That sounds like hater talk. In the commentary, Amanda says that she hasn't talked to her sister since the road trip. She knows she was upset, but she wants to make sure that everything is alright. Amanda says that their parents were upset because Jordan didn't involve them in the proposal. Andrea says she wasn't involved either, and she sees how it is. Amanda tells Andrea to calm down. Andrea says she was hurt, and she didn't want to tell Minnie off, and she should have been involved in something that had to do with the proposal. Amanda says she didn't know that Jordan was going to have Minnie involved. Andrea says that Minnie has been there for her, and she made her Aubrey's godmother, and she couldn't tell her anything. She mentions how when Minnie comes over to her house, Aubrey doesn't want to go near Minnie because she doesn't even know who she is. She says even though Minnie buys Aubrey clothes, that doesn't matter to her. She wants her to come over and spend time with Aubrey and take her out. She brings up how Minnie can't do that, but she can go out to the club and make time to do other things. Amanda says that that's true. In the commentary, Amanda says that Andrea's issues with Minnie go deeper than just a proposal. Amanda tells Andrea that Minnie invited them to a winery. She asks her if she's going to go. Andrea says that she will go for Amanda's sake, but she doesn't know what she's going to say to Minnie. Oh, I see that now Andrea is bringing up all kinds of stuff that has nothing to do with the engagement. And now she's throwing dirt on Minnie's name for not spending time with her goddaughter like she thinks she should. Tanya and Juicy go clothes shopping. She wants some of Juicy's advice on bringing up the topic of marriage with Devon. Juicy asks Tanya if she's thinking about marriage. Tanya says yes. Then Juicy asks to Devon or Nico. Tanya gets a little annoyed and says Devon, and she also says that that's why she was nervous about even asking Juicy. Juicy laughs and says that she's sorry. Tanya says that things are good between her and Devon, but sometimes things from her past come up and cause problems, and she's trying to move forward. Juicy says that all marriages are different, but the key to any marriage or relationship is communication. If you don't have anything else, you've got to have communication. She says that marriage is something that you do not want to rush into. Tanya says she knows, and she wants to talk to Devon. She asks Juicy if that's the right choice to bring that up to him. Tanya says what she's worried about is the things that she went through before, and she says that she and Devon did a lot of messed up things to each other. Juicy asks what relationship doesn't have baggage, and to let the negative things that happened in the past to be a stepping stone and not a stumbling block. Tanya says that she feels like she's done that in the past to make him comfortable. Juicy says she feels like Tanya is putting more into it than it really is, and says that Tanya should talk to Devon and tell him how she's really feeling. Juicy says she learned that in her relationship, she and her partner grew apart, and now she and him are friends, because they have history that is not going anywhere. Juicy tells Tanya that she and Devon need to remember what brought them together, and to remember that she's not in a relationship for a season, but for a lifetime. Tanya says she thinks that she's going to talk to Devon. Next, Minnie and her mother Tammy go on a walk. Minnie is pulling an oxygen tank along with her. In the commentary, Minnie says earlier that day she had a follow-up appointment with her cardiologist, and she said that there are some steps that she can take to reverse her heart failure, and one of those things is exercise. She has to take oxygen with her just in case if she can't catch her breath. Minnie tells her mother that the cardiologist told her that she has ways to go and still has fluid on her. She says he gave her some good news and told her that she lost some weight. He says that she has to take her medicines twice a day, and she was put on a new potassium pill. Minnie says that the doctor said that she needs to keep her stress to a minimum, and if not, she will end up back in the hospital. Tammy says that maybe Minnie shouldn't have gone on that trip, since she knows that the girls are crazy. Then, Minnie brings up how Andrea was mad because she wasn't involved in Amanda's proposal. In the commentary, Minnie says that she hopes that her plan to talk to Andrea doesn't backfire, because stressful situations can affect her heart and hurt her recovery. Tammy tells Minnie that Andrea will come around and to not let the situation stress her out. And one day, Andrea will realize that Minnie meant well. In the next scene, Tanya and Devon go on a date at a restaurant. Tanya's daughter Tahiri is with them. Tanya asks Devon how school is going. In the commentary, Tanya says she's proud of Devon for going to school and pursuing his career in music engineering. Everything is falling into place for them in Atlanta, and after talking to Juicy, it seems like it's a good time to talk to Devon about marriage. Tanya brings up Amanda's engagement. She says that the proposal made her think of them getting married and how Devon would propose to her. Devon asks Tanya if she's saying that she wants to get married. Tanya says where they are at the moment, they're like a whole new couple than what they were before. They communicate better, and everything that bothers them, they work on. She says that they came a long way. Devon asks Tanya if she's ready. Tanya says that she thinks so. Then Devon asks Tanya, did he ask her if she thought she was ready? And he says that he asked her if she was ready. Tanya says yes. Devon says that there's no turning back. Tanya says that they don't have to get married tomorrow, and that's just what they're working towards. And down the road, she would love to marry Devon. Devon tells Tanya that she's going to make him cry. He tells Tanya, let's do it. Tanya tells Devon that he'll have to propose to her first. In the commentary, Tanya says that she's happy that she and Devon are on the same page. That isn't the most conventional way of doing things, but they are not the most conventional couple. Devon tells Tanya that he loves her. Tanya tells Devon that she loves him too. In the next scene, the ladies and Abira go on a party bus to a vineyard in North Georgia. In the commentary, Minnie says that she knows that Andrea is still upset about not being part of the proposal, but she's hoping that the girls' getaway can help them move past that. Then the ladies start talking about how they will be smashing grapes at the vineyard, etc. And then, Juicy asks Amanda how her parents are feeling about her getting engaged. Then, Andrea tells Amanda that Sam also helped with the proposal too. Then, Amanda brings up how she's ready to spend the rest of her life with Jordan. In the commentary, Andrea says that Amanda told her to relax about the whole mini proposal thing, but it's hard when everyone's talking about it. Then, the ladies start talking about Amanda's proposal some more, and Minnie is getting on Andrea's nerves talking about it. The ladies arrive to the vineyard. They taste some wine, they smash some grapes, and then they walk to the vineyard. Then Abira asks Minnie how she kept Jordan's proposal a surprise. Minnie says that she doesn't know, and it was hard. Andrea says if she went with Jordan to pick out the engagement ring. Andrea says if she went with Jordan to pick out the engagement ring, she would have picked a better one. Minnie says she was there with Jordan to pick out the ring, and Jordan actually picked it out. Then Andrea says if Minnie helped pick the ring, then she did a job. Minnie asks how she did a bad job, and how did she stop Jordan from picking the ring that he wanted to get for Amanda. Amanda says that she likes her ring and she thinks it's beautiful. Andrea says Jordan knows if he took her, she would have picked a better ring than the one she has. Amanda says that Andrea doesn't have to talk about the ring, and it doesn't matter how big it is. Jordan did it out of his heart. Andrea says if Chris proposed to her, she knows Amanda would want to be there. Andrea starts to get emotional. She brings up how Minnie even picked out Money's ring, and it looks better than Amanda's. And Amanda is supposed to be Minnie's best friend. In the commentary, Amanda says that she can't believe that Andrea is criticizing her ring. She asked her to let it go, but now she's being mean. Andrea says that she would have been way better with the ring. Then she says that she shouldn't have made Minnie Aubrey's godmother, and she should have picked Amanda instead. Then, Andrea accuses Minnie of not loving Aubrey because she doesn't go to see her. Andrea says that Minnie is a fake godmother, and just because she buys her clothes, it doesn't mean. Minnie walks away. Juicy accompanies Minnie. Minnie tells Juicy that she thinks about Aubrey every day because that's her godchild. Andrea brings up how the reason why she picked Minnie as the godmother of Aubrey is because she thought that she lost the baby, but she didn't. Minnie tells Juicy that if Amanda likes the ring, that's all that matters. Andrea says that the way Minnie was throwing the fact that she picked out the ring at her, it was like she wasn't, and then she says that Minnie isn't. And that's the end of the episode. I think before that trip, Andrea drank plenty of haterade. But I do think that there are some other issues between Andrea and Minnie, probably regarding Minnie's relationship with Aubrey. But Andrea didn't have to rip on Amanda's ring. The only thing that matters is that Amanda likes it, you know? And Amanda's right, Jordan did do it out of the kindness of his heart. And for any of you who are wondering, what happened to the light? What happened? Yes, I recorded most of this video earlier, but then I had to go to work, so now I'm here after work recording the rest of the video, so yeah. And I do apologize for such a late upload, you know. I've been busy, I've been lazy, you know, I have my little lazy moments, but this is the latest I've ever uploaded a video, I think, after an episode has aired. I don't know how to feel about Tanya and Devon getting married. How long have they been dating? 2 years, you know. Of course, not 2 years straight, but, you know, not counting the time that they broke up. Now they're talking about getting married. I think it's great that Tanya, you know, and Devon are back together because, you know, Devon treats her right. He's a good father. He's in his child's life. He also supports children that aren't his. But I think it's a little too soon for them to get married. I know she said that they aren't getting married the next day, but I think it's too soon. Like Miss Juicy said, marriage isn't something that you just rush into. I don't really have anything else to say about this episode, so I'll talk about what's going to happen next time. Next time on Little Women Atlanta, Juicy has a photo shoot with Shein magazine and she wants Sam to do her makeup. Money takes a pregnancy test and she asks Moreland how he feels about them having another child. There is still tension between Minnie and Andrea, and Minnie says she's not going to be Andrea's punching bag. Andrea is having a baby shower, and she's bringing up how she's not going to invite Minnie. Minnie and Andrea sit down and talk things out about their, you know, situation. When the baby shower is about to get started, Minnie is nowhere to be found. And sadly, there will not be a new episode of Little Women Atlanta this week because it's, you know, it's on Valentine's Day. They probably don't want people to, you know, miss the episode because they're probably out having plans and stuff Valentine's night. So that's the first bye week for Little Women Atlanta. So you gotta wait till next Wednesday for that episode. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that baby shower, you know. I think they're gonna do a gender reveal or size reveal of the baby. I don't know what the baby's gender is gonna be, to be honest. I have no idea. Oh well, we will find out in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter at ILUMoreThanThis. Follow me on Instagram at Taurus_charm. Subscribe to my channel. If you have subscribed, turn on my notifications. Please help me reach 1,000 subscribers and 5,000 total viewing hours, so I can continue to be eligible for monetization on my channel. like, I think sometime this month, I'm not going to be eligible for, getting paid for making videos on YouTube anymore, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and I do not have 5,000 total viewing hours. As of this speaking, I have 1,700 something total viewing hours, I think. And I have 75 subscribers as of this speaking. So please subscribe to my channel. I have big plans for this channel, different new content, but I won't get paid for it. Right now, I am barely making any money off of these videos I make on YouTube because I don't get enough views. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.